Hey guys, it's Dan, your host, your Dan's Reviews, and today I'm back for another Walking Dead video for today. This is going to be doing our throwback review for this week for the Year of the Dead series. This one was highly requested by you guys for me to go ahead and do the throwback review on Here's Negan. Okay guys, just going to be doing another video today. This one's going to be doing another video for The Walking Dead, and in today's video we're going to be doing our weekly throwback review for the Year of the Dead series. This one was highly requested by you all. I think it was like almost 60% of you guys on the poll this week voted this episode. This one and What Comes After really came close this week to winning, but this one narrowly did win, and good lord man, this episode, it's just as damn good as I remember it being. Honestly, I'll say that right off the bat. So, here's Negan. I made sure to watch it yesterday after it won the poll. Man, I just couldn't even believe how amazing this episode was. So, this episode is great. It's a great episode. It is absolutely a phenomenally done episode. And it really does kind of give you the answers that you've been wanting to get for the Negan story arc. And the reason why this episode is so important, if you ask me, is because throughout Season 10, we were telling this Negan redemption arc throughout basically the entire season. And to finalize the season, you kind of give us that final bit of the Negan redemption arc. I think it's a perfect time for them to do something like this. And it's all because they had to do these small time episodes. Like, you know, it's crazy. Like, you know, they kind of made this one work in their benefit. You know, episodes like One More or, you know, Splinter or this and that. Like, yeah, you know, those ones, you can tell they did those because they couldn't have many actors in each episode. But with this one, this is one that I think they should have done either way. Like, you know, honestly, even if they didn't have to do bonus episodes, this is one that they definitely should have done either way, because it really caps off the Negan redemption arc very well, if you ask me. And it's kind of that final piece of the story that you need to see. So, basically, this is how the episode goes down. The council has basically voted to banish Negan. He is now out there at the cabin, and you've got the old Negan that basically starts taunting him, basically. And he kind of starts telling him, like, you know, you're nothing without Lucille, and you know you're nothing without Lucille. So, you know, he goes out there, and he tries to find Lucille. Now, they really do this well because we get to see the old tree again as, you know, we get a few flashes of Rick when he slit Negan's throat, and, you know, we're kind of, you know, starting to see this again. And then we see him dig in the dirt until he finally finds Lucille, which is amazing because then when he finds Lucille, it triggers the flashback. I think it's so cool the way they do that. So then you've got Negan, who's tied up by these bikers. He's trying to get the stuff back to Lucille because she has cancer. These guys don't care. They don't trust him. They don't give a frig if she dies. And they're total pieces of crap. And basically, then we find out through the story that he ran into Laura, as well as the Franklin character, and then we kind of get the story from there. So we find out that him and Lucille were surviving in their house, you know, during the apocalypse. Obviously, she has cancer, and, you know, they're not surviving well. You know, they're, you know, eating dog food at one point, and she gets him the leather jacket, which I thought was, yeah, that was really cool as well, too. Gets him the leather jacket and all that stuff, and, apparently, she told him that she returned it, but, you know, she really didn't, you know. So, Negan is very interesting in this one because he doesn't even know how to kill a zombie. Like, he goes out there, goggles, the whole thing. Like, he does not know how to kill one of these walkers. And it's just crazy, like, how much skill set he got in this episode over time, right? So, yeah, you got that, and, you know, he's, you know, reading Lucille like a book and this and that. He says it sucks and it's killing him and stuff. And, yeah, it's a really, really cool kind of development. But then we go back even further in the story, as we then see right before the apocalypse, you got Negan. He's playing Gears of War. He's, you know, playing with teenagers on the game or whatever. And, she's pissed about the jacket. She claims that, you know, she threw the receipt, you know, or he threw the receipt away so she can't return it. So she just hid it, right? Well, let's talk about what Negan does in this one. You've got Lucille that finds out that she has cancer, which this was really cool the way they did this. They almost paid homage to Breaking Bad, you know. the zoom in, the zoom in, the zoom in. Do you have somebody to drive you home, you know? I almost low-key thought for a second that it was going to be like, hey, you've got ketchup on your jacket, you know? Something like that, you know? Anybody that watches Breaking Bad, you'll get what I'm talking about. But yeah, that scene with Lucille kind of reminded me of that. That's what it felt like they were almost trying to do there. So we then find out Negan is freaking cheating on her with her friend, Janine. So you find that out as Lucille has a gun in one hand and the cancer, the paper or whatever that says she has cancer in the other hand. And she's kind of deciding which one she's going to choose, but she decides to tell him she has cancer. She doesn't shoot him, but it's a consideration, I suppose. So yeah, crazy. And then we go back in time once again, and now he's going to go get the stuff for her, and she doesn't want him to go, but he goes anyway. So this is when everything kind of lines up. He gets captured by the bikers and stuff like that, and he gives up Laura and Franklin so he can get back. But because of that, you've got Lucille during this time who actually killed herself, and you've got Negan that comes back and sees this. One of the most emotional scenes in The Walking Dead. I mean, we knew it was coming because of the comics, you know, but the way they did this was so cinematic. It was so emotional the way they did this. And with the You Are So Beautiful song over it, I thought was absolutely amazing. So, yeah, it's heartbreaking, man. It's heartbreaking. No matter how many times I watch that scene, it's insane. And, well, as a result, that's why he then takes the bat, calls it Lucille, and wraps it in barbed wire. So he burns down the house because he couldn't actually go through with putting her down, which is really sad. And he goes. And, well, then you get an amazing scene as he fully murders these bikers. I mean, murders them. Like, straight up murders them. And the music in this scene, as you hear Negan outside, and then he walks into the bar. Oh my God, I loved it. I loved it. And he walks in, points the gun towards him until he gets close enough, and then hits him with Lucille, right? So insane. And the story he tells, right, about, you know, him seeing red and, you know, what happened with Lucille and how this guy that he then, kind of beat up or whatever, he worked at the school that he teaches gym at. So then he, then gets fired or whatever. And it just kind of was a mess. But back then, him seeing, red was a bad thing, then he was a bad man. But now, and I love the way he says this, he's like, nobody's suing anybody, nobody's keeping score, now when I see red, it's just a matter of what I'm capable of. And he's like, well, man, I gotta tell you, I'm starting to think I'm damn near capable of anything. And he's like, well, this is for not killing me. And he he kills him. And it's an amazing transition between him when he first finds Lucille in the scene in the dirt at the beginning of the episode. It triggers the flashback for him trying to, obviously save Lucille. And I like how at the end, it's Lucille the Bat hitting the camera, and that's what transitions back to the current timeline. It's so cool. So that was amazing. That was amazing, and he basically puts Lucille to rest. He burns the Lucille after breaking it and decides, screw it, I'm going back. So he looks at Carol, and he looks at, everybody else, and he's basically, in other words, he's like, this is who I am, and I'm going to stay here, and if Maggie has a problem with that, we'll deal with it. But she stares him down as Negan starts walking away. So, brilliant episode, absolutely fantastic episode. Easily the best episode of the bonus episodes, of the, 6 episodes. I don't think there's any kind of argument there, honestly. That episode is so amazing, honestly. Honestly, amazing episode for Negan, amazing episode for Lucille, the backstory, everything like that. It was amazing. So let me know in the comment section below what you guys think. What did you guys think of Here's Negan? If you've gone back and watched it recently, how does it age for you? For me, it just gets better and better. I love the episode so much. Let me know in the comment section below what you guys thought about it. And that's it for this video, guys. Thank you all so much for watching this video. Write your comments in the comment section below. And of course, guys, if you're new here, click subscribe and continue with some of my videos for The Walking Dead. Follow Dan's Walking News, subscribe, guys. And of course, I'll see you guys really soon. If you're not here for The Walking Dead, enjoy the rest of the day, guys, and peace out.
My God, no!